So what is going on, guys, and welcome to episode 26 of the Barnsley Career Mode here on FIFA 22. If you are looking forward to the start of this season, make sure you pop a like on there, subscribe to the channel as well. And well, if you haven't seen the last videos, or especially the last video, I recommend you do so. It's, spoiler, there's already a spoiler on screen. We're still in the Championship. We got into the playoffs and we lost in the semi-finals this time to Bournemouth, who, looking at things, didn't get promoted either. Looks like Watford beat them in the semi-final. There is an interesting thing you may have seen. The game is bugged. So Norwich, Brighton and Reading got relegated. We checked it at the end of last season. All the games have been played, and those were the teams that had been relegated. But Norwich and Brighton aren't in the Championship this season. I only noticed it just before I hit record. Newcastle are in the Championship, and so are Burnley, and they both didn't get relegated. So I'm not too sure what's gone on there. I've literally played through, obviously I'm wearing the same clothes. I've recorded the last four videos, all in the same day. So I've just been playing through and recording at points. Yeah, there's nothing that could have gone on that's bugged it, but for whatever reason, Reading got relegated. Rotherham at Derby got promoted automatically. Peterborough won the playoffs in League One. So yeah, that's a bit of a interesting bug, but I guess we crack on with it. It's been another busy summer. We're out the first game of the season. We will play it today. We're playing Hull. I don't think there's been any spoilers in terms of signings. 10 people have signed, all free agents again. Let's go through it, shall we? So we're going to crop it as I did last time. I'm up here now. Hello. Last time, obviously, I cropped it to not give spoilers, and it cut me half out of that. So we're going to crop it. I'm up here now, so you can see me. I might be a bit zoomed in. How you doing? But yeah, it's we'll go through the squad, and I'll show you what's what. There's been quite a lot of business. So Straha's still out on loan at Sutton. Moon's still out on loan at Paris. We're loaning out Jensen Smith, who was the player from the academy that called up at the end of last season. Valakari is back. He is on the transfer list. Vita is back. No, he's not. Vita's still out on loan at Kasim Passa. Kitchen's back. We're going to look to loan him out again. Dominic Frieser's back. He is on the transfer list. Welbeck is down 1 rating again already this season. He is retiring, but he is on the transfer list, so likeness is we probably won't be able to move him on, but it is what it is. He will still be here. Luke Oyen, the player that we got as part of the deal for Jordan Williams. So he's gone to Genk. Oyen came in because of business. He was initially in the squad, but because of business we've brought in, he has gone out on loan to Benfica. Marcel Franke is on the transfer list, as is Daniel Hoyer Fernandez. Xavi Simons is back. He's going to go out on loan again. Ben Johnson came back and was going to be part of the squad, but because of business, he's now gone out on loan to Nice after his loan spell at Ajax last season. Maxime Collin is on the transfer list. Harley Alexander is back from Torino. He's going back out on loan again. So the first player that we've brought in is a Nicolo Fagioli. He came in on a free. I believe he was at Juventus. His contract expired. We've brought him in, but he's gone on a 2-year loan to Hoffenheim. Brought him because good overall at 22 years of age. So yeah, he was always going to be loan out, and he's gone for 2 years to Hoffenheim. So yeah, we won't see him for a little while in the save. Cenk Tosun, same as Welbeck, is retiring at the end of the season, but does find himself on the transfer list. If we can move him on, that would be great. Benson is back after his really good loan spell at Club Brugge, but he is on the loan list. I was tempted to sell him, but I do quite like Josh Benson, and after that growth, I want to see how far he can get, so we're going to loan him out again. Adam Zorgan didn't feature last season. He's found himself on the loan list as well. David Garcia is back from Benfica. He is on the loan list as well. So now we move into signings. And we have, like we did last season, seriously leveled up the squad. The expectation is for us to win the league. And if we don't, I'll be amazed. It'll only be down to my own incompetency that we don't. So the first signing that will be in the squad is Luka Zidane, backup keeper to Caballero, but he's just a better backup than Jorge Fernandez. He's a few years younger and higher overall. So yeah, Zidane has come in and he's just going to be a backup. I'm not too sure where he was previously, but yeah, he may well have been at Madrid, might not have been. I think he was a free agent last season as well, actually. But yeah, we have brought Zidane in to be our backup goalkeeper. Joshua Zirkzee was let go by Bayern Munich at the end of the season. He was a free agent. We have brought him in, looking to loan him out. Porto have approached us for a loan deal, but 75 overall. Because of business, he wasn't going to get in, but it seemed stupid to pass up that opportunity at 75 at 22. So yeah, he's going to go out on loan. Just a 1-year loan deal, I believe, from Porto. Decent addition, I think. Next signing, Sebastiano Luperto was released by Napoli. He's come in and he's just going to be backup centre-back, but obviously much better than the likes of Franke and Klernter, who Klernter's already gone, but we will talk about sales and whatnot. Next one in is I'm not too sure where this guy was. Sergi. I'm gonna go. Yeah, Sergi Palencia, 76 overall rated right back, 27 from Spain. He's going to be our backup right back this season. Amina Bassi is in the squad. I'm training him to be a right winger, and he is going to be our backup on that side, but also can play in midfield. Kolasinac is still our backup left back. I was initially thinking of moving him inside to centre back and using Garcia, but then because of business, we've moved him back out. He's going to still be our backup left back. Junior Dina Ebembe, I think is how you say this guy's name, was released by PSG. 76 overall at 22. He's gone on a 2-year loan to Roma. Yeah, again, sort of similar to Zirkzee. Unfortunately, because of the people we've brought in, wasn't going to get in the squad. So, he is going out. He's already gone out on loan to Roma for 2 years. Caballero, as we know, is our starting goalkeeper. Manuel Lanzini, a free agent released from West Ham, 77 overall at 30 years old. I've used this guy on Football Manager. Obviously, been around the Premier League for a while now. He's going to be our backup left winger. Just a really good technical ability. Cut him from that left-hand side. Can play in the middle as well if we need him. But yeah, just a nice option to have. Jack Stevens is here, going to still be a backup centre-back. Mikael Helik is still here. We had an offer for him from Burnley, actually, that we rejected. He's now going to be a backup centre-back. Diop is still here, 77 overall. He is now going to be a backup central midfielder. Patrick Cutrone. I think it's Cutrone as opposed to Cutrone. Yeah, released by Wolves, 77 overall, 25 years old. He's actually going to come in and start ahead of Michi, who drops to the bench. Reason behind that is they're very similar. They're the same overall rating, fairly similar stats. Cutrone is slightly quicker, so that was my thing. I think his shooting stat is like 2 less than Batshuayi, but he's a bit quicker than Batshuayi, so that was kind of my thinking, is that maybe having that little bit extra pace up front might help. But yeah, good pickup from Wolves. Zinkernagel is still going to be our first choice right winger. Batshuayi is actually up 1 to 78. I didn't realise that, so maybe Michi might get the start at the start of the season on that basis. But yeah, he was planning to be my backup striker. Jacob Ramsey, 78 rated. He is now going to be a backup player as well. Strength and depth at central midfield. Samu Castillejo, formerly of AC Milan. He was actually released on this game by Barcelona. He's already up 1 to 78. He is going to be our first choice left winger. Being able to bring in someone of that pedigree, 28 years old, his quality on a free transfer is mad. But Castillejo is yeah, starting for us. I just can't get over this signing. Madness. Mads Andersen, 78 rated, but we have accepted a bid from Stade Brest. Well, Brest, I guess, but Stade Brestois for 21 million for Mads Andersen. I think that was... They came in high. I negotiated. I asked for 22. They offered 21. I think that is a lot of... We've already raised like 40 odd million or something in money from sales and whatnot. So yeah, we're potentially gonna get 20 odd million. I do really like Anderson, but yeah, get like 20 million. Brest aren't really a team I needed to sell to, but I felt like 21 million was a bid I couldn't really turn down for someone like Anderson. So he may not leave, but yeah, we've accepted a bid. He's going to play today in our opening game, but we may not see him too much longer. Santiago Caceres is a central midfielder, but as you can see, he's going to play centre-back. And that's where I plan to play him ahead of Helik. Obviously, if Anderson leaves, the likeness is Helik will get back in the side. But I just thought having someone who's good at passing at centre-back, he's like fairly quick as well. Like, I thought that would be beneficial, having him someone like that can play good football at the back. So Caceres has come in. He is going to play centre-back for us as opposed to central midfield. I think he came in from maybe like Villarreal or something. Again, free agent. Jonas Hoffman has just turned 31. He was 30 when I signed him. 79 overall. He is going to come in and start in central midfield. A new central midfield pairing for us. But yeah, 31 years old, can play anywhere across that midfield line. We're going to operate him in central midfield where he is a natural, very good technical ability. So hasn't quite got the engine, maybe the likes of Ramsey and Diop. But that technical ability, again, we know how bad the passing could be on this game. So yeah, I think he was at Mönchengladbach and we have brought him in. Next signing, Tom Davies was released by Everton, 79 overall, 25 years old. I thought this was an absolute no-brainer. Just someone, again, hasn't got the technical ability that Hoffman has, but again, an engine in the midfield. I just thought this would be a good, too good opportunity to pass up. So, Tom Davies and Hoffman, our new starting central midfield pairing. Pavlovic is still here, 79 overall, absolutely loving him at 22 years of age. Our new first choice right back, Santiago Arias, released by Atletico Madrid. He's 31 years old, but we've got Palencia as backup. Obviously, Johnson loaned out, so yeah, that made sense for Colin to leave. So yeah, Arias is going to start on that right-hand side, the Colombian. Very, very good signing. And then our main man, the captain, is going to be our starting left wing back. Still 80 rated, already gone up this season. Yeah, it's a serious upgrade, this whole squad. So bear with me one moment. So now I'm back in the bottom corner. Hello, this is what our team looks like. And yeah, no outfield player below 77, Caballero 76, but I'm sure he will grow sooner rather than later. If we do not win this league, it's an absolute travesty. That is what we look like. But obviously, there's some players there that you might have noticed that are missing. So let's just deal with that now. So as you can see, all the business that we have done. The first out, I was sad about doing this, but we've just upgraded far too much around him. He is getting up there in age as well. And we have rejected bidders in the past. But Cauley Woodrow, he's gone to Union Berlin for almost £9 million. So a decent fee for him. Like I said, I do have a soft spot for Cauley, but bringing in the likes of Castillejo, Catrone, Bassi is there. Not quite as good as Cauley. I think they might be the same rating actually, but Bassi a few years younger. So unfortunately, Cauley has left us, but very much, a player that I do like. I was sad to see go, but it is what it is, unfortunately. As we said, Ben Johnson has gone on loan to Nice. Bembe has gone to Roma. John Swift has left us. As much as I personally love John Swift, there was just, with the upgrades we brought in, there was just no place for him in the squad. And at 28 years old, still some decent value. We got $8.5 million from Burnley, so we will see him this season, surprisingly. But yeah, so decent money for him. He has left us as well. Klunter has gone to AZ Alkmaar for 2.75 million. Again, just bought in upgrades that surpassed him. I think he was 73 rated. Did use him a few times. He wasn't too bad, but again, just at 27 with the upgrades we brought in, he has moved on from us. Prommel has gone as well. Again, the upgrades we brought in central midfield, much like Swift, just surpassed him. 28 years old. He's gone to Trabzonspor for just over 4 million. Oyen's gone to Benfica, as we know. Fagioli and Clark Odor as well has gone to Inter Miami for £2.5 million. So that's the business. We do have bids in at the moment. As we said, Xerxes potentially going on loan to Porto, and Anderson, as we said, we accepted that bid, £21 million. So yeah, if I just have a look at my little spreadsheet, so we've brought in 10 players. Overall on the transfer list, we've had 11 people and we've sold 5 so far. So Colin, Franca, Hoyer Fernandez, Freezer, Kitching. Oh no, that's a lie. I need to move Kitching over. So yeah, 10 on the transfer list. Colin, Frank, Hoyer Fernandez, Freezer and Valakari yet to be sold. And if we have a look at the loans, 11 players we put on the loan list. Ebembe, Fagioli, Johnson and Oyen have gone. So we've got Garcia, Benson, Zorgan, Alexander, Simmons, Smith and Kitchen still to go out on loan. So yeah, still some business to be done. That's meant that we've been able to fill out our scouts. So we've got scouts all over the shop should we need anyone. We've also been able to fill out our youth staff. We only had one scout, who was this guy Ronnie Nichols, but we've been able to bring in some pretty good ones. So we're going Germany, France and England to find youngsters, so hopefully we can bring a few more in. I thought we'd raise more than that. Maybe it was 42 million with the sale of Anderson, but yeah, we got, I think it was about £15 million transfer budget at the start, but then like almost 200 grand in wages. So yeah, we were running pretty low, but now with the business we've done, we've freed up quite a bit. As we said, board expectations, my rating has gone up, thankfully. They weren't happy at the end of last season, but they said because of previous successes, they were willing to keep me on for at least another season. So it's do or die, really, for us. We got a youth development one, signed at least 2 players younger than 20. He said just, yeah, if the good people come through the academy, then hopefully that will be done. And within 2 seasons, signed 1 youth player to the senior team, play them in either 5 matches in the starting 11, coming on a sub. Not something I tend to do, but that is a much easier task that we can do in terms of youth development. Brand exposure, they want us to increase the average age of the squad, which, I find a bit bizarre. Normally, you're asked to lower the average age of the squad, but they want the average age of the squad to be 28. I think it's currently 25 or almost 26, the average age of the squad. I think if we get promoted, they won't really care about that. Financial goals, we've already done it within 3 seasons. Increase the club worth by 100% through sales and prize money. We've already done that. Domestic success, win the league. Last year, they just wanted automatic promotion. This year, they want us to win the league. And I agree with the strength of the squad that we have. If we don't win the league, that is baffling. And reach the round of 16 in the FA Cup. So that is the introduction done. I'm going to go and ponder my first team, and we will play this game against Hull to open the season. So this is our lineup then, and I did go with Batshuayi ahead of Catrone. I know I said about Catrone being the preferable, but I just thought, you know what, let's go with Mitchie, why not? Let's open the season with him. A bit more sensible in terms of squad numbers this season as well. A lot of the old original players have left, meaning the lower squad numbers were available. So yeah, we look, not as many 30s and 40s in this starting lineup, but this is Hull. So they start with Ingram in goal, a back 4, I'm assuming. Emmanuel, Greaves, Aribi and Fleming at the back. Williams, Lewis Potter, so going to Williams and Lewis Potter in the middle, interestingly. Shashua, Honeyman and Doherty in behind Longman. Well, Lewis Potter and Doherty are definitely players that probably should swap. I'd say Shashua is more of a winger as well, but FIFA likes to be FIFA. So yeah, one player as well that has been recommended that I've mentioned in previous episodes, recommended for signing is Domingos Quina. With the amount of money that we have, we'd definitely be able to afford him now. But when I went on to him, when I went up to look into signing him potentially, um, Watford don't want to sell him. He's too important to the club. I think he's like 76 rated now, so he'll probably be one of their starting players. As Styles takes a tumble there, Williams does well. But yeah, so unfortunately, Domingos Quina will have to wait. With the amount of additions we've made as well, he probably wouldn't have even started, to be honest. May well have sort of signed him and loaned him out, but yeah. So Domingos Quina will have to wait, but we're cutting them apart here. Holt and Davis can have a strike. Oh, I was waiting for the space opened up. I was waiting for one of the defenders to commit and then slot in the other. Oh, it's a good save in the end from Caballero. They sort of ripped us apart a little bit there. But yeah, I was waiting for one of the defenders to commit to Tom Davis. As Potter gets his head on it, where it goes wide, and slot him in, but it wasn't to be. But a lot of new players to sort of find our feet with. I'm not too sure how many new faces are in this starting lineup. But yeah, a lot of players to get used to playing with. It's Hoffman. Going to go for... Oh, gets blocked. I'm not too sure about how quick Castellano is. I'd imagine he's fairly quick, but I haven't actually checked his stat, but I imagine it will be a fair bit quicker than Corley was on that left-hand side. I am going to miss Corley Woodrow, especially after what he meant to us on FIFA 21, of course. He's had a good couple of seasons here, but it was just naturally time for him to move on with the upgrading we've done in this squad. And it's been a bit scrappy from us so far. Hull certainly posing a threat. Styles into Batshuayi. Oh, try to find Zinkernagel. Get Arias in though. Arias can have the strike. Oh, he's looking to find that far post. But Fleming with the block. Castellano is going to whip in this corner, and he's done it with some venom as well. Pavlovic meets it. I've changed it now so that because Hoffman is good at corners, as is Castellano. We've got Castellano from one side and Hoffman from the other. We're just going to like whip them in. You guys wanted me to sign Sam Shashua, but in the first season he was a recommendation. But by the time he was recommended and we'd had a look at him, he'd already gone to Hull. So yeah, unfortunately, someone we couldn't look to bring in. But I will look to bring in Domingos Quina at some point when it makes sense in the future. But for now, plenty of new players to play with and get used to, and hopefully we'll be a bit more successful this season than we were last. Sorry, I had to cut out a sneeze then. Yeah, we weren't able to find out on that occasion because we went for the 1-2, but it was blocked off. Pavlovic did well initially. Yeah, I was going to look for the 1-2 with Batshuayi, but he was blocked off, so he couldn't unfortunately see that one. Zinkernagel, we know what he can offer. Davis, Batshuayi has made the move. Maybe should have gone for Castellano. Oh, it's fallen at his feet, but just as he got the ball under control to have a shot, it was taken off his toe. Really good defending in the end. Really good from Arias. Now, can we break? Batshuayi finds Zinkernagel. Has he got the pace to get away from his man? Try and dink this back in. And Batshuayi is there and, well, justifying the starting spot. Really, really good play from us. And we have looked dangerous going forward. Well, maybe I'm giving myself too much credit there, but I've always felt like we'd score. Hull sort of playing, their passing hasn't been great, and it's presenting us with opportunities to get forward. But yeah, this squad it just feels so much better. I'm just enjoying it already. I thought a really good tackle from Randall Williams. The referee didn't judge it, so there's one thing out of all the new signings. Batshuayi, it's a good save from Ingram. None of them good at free kicks. Good at corners, like Hoffman. But none of them good at free kicks, as Zinkernagel still our best free kick taker, but even then we know that he's not brilliant. at this level, just it's made sense to me, to be honest. And then, how has that gone in? Although he is out of position now. There's a whole pile of fire looking for a winner, and they may well get one, if not for a fantastic save from Caballero. Made the mistake earlier, and Ramsey's in. It's a great ball from Catrone. Ramsey is in behind. Just draw him out. Castillejo. A goal on debut. A winner in the 88th minute. It is sweaty, but I do not care. Pavlovic is loving it. The subs are on the pitch. I'm on the pitch. Should have updated my manager, really. Now I've got this long old hair, but it is what it is. Imagine that. I always make my manager look how well. I didn't make him fat. Grant you. It's a video game. Allow me some leeway. I always kind of make him look what I look like in terms of what I'm wearing and hair and stuff. The fact my hair's short there is madness. And this game came out in what, September? So we're 9 months removed, 8 months removed from that, and my hair's this long in a ponytail. That is a madness. But anyway, can we just hold on, please, for this win? Referee, thank you very much. 2-1 it is. It's sweaty, but I don't care. I'm looking forward to this season. If it wasn't for that, we would have drawn this game. But this squad just gives me a good feeling. I enjoyed playing that match. We dominated. We deserved the win. Oh, I am excited. There is business afoot. It must be said. Ramsey. What's your problem, Ramsey? Yeah, you're part of the squad, mate. Don't worry about that. Diop wanted to play. Yeah, don't worry. Yes, we are going to rapidly get through this season. Hopefully we'll do it in a very short amount of time. Yeah, surprised that we started that in July. We've got Oldham. Is that Oldham? No, Hartlepool in the Cup. Okay. So it might come back maybe at the start of, maybe we'll play Rotherham in the next game, something like that. Just looking, we've got very busy September and August. So if we just rattle through those games, we'll come back at the start of October and see where we are and play newly promoted Rotherham. But guys, if you have enjoyed that, please pop a like on there for me, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.